beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. He was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, but he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab in this one, Cy Young. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading
and
off
now
for
the
Jays,
Sean
right
Green.
fielder, number 15.
And that is downstairs. And we are underway. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2 again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good eye right there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
Struck him out swinging. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, it gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. In the air, center field. And that chance handled by Willie Mays. Let's take a look at our lineup. And an important bat for them. Batting 5th in this one, Anthony Santander.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jose Bautista in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 2 out, space is empty.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a curve misses outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And starting this one, Kevin Gausman.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Honus Wagner leading things off and takes a strike. Gausman, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is downstairs. Late swing fouled off. That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it's off the green monster. Throws to second, and it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Hank launched a pair of homers in his last game. That one fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Back there. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Jason Varitek.
Yeah, and for some reason, he's really struggled this year with runners in scoring position, Boog. I mean, he's hitting under 200 and nose at bats, and your team needs you to come through if they're going to be able to raise that average in terms of runs per game. And when that's the case, it really gets in your head a little bit, and you start wanting to avoid pressure situations. If you're doing that, your career is going to go downhill. He's got to find a way to treat it like any other at bat, but that's obviously easier said than done.
No score here, but a runner at third with 1 down. That one missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yo, what's going on today, Jared?
1-2 here. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Ramirez with a homer in his last game. Wagner at third with 2 away. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Misses. And it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho under it, brings it in, and the inning is over. And the Red Sox lead 1, scoreless after 1. Back here at Fenway
Leading
Park,
off for
stepping
Toronto,
in, Carlos
first baseman,
Delgado.
number 25.
Familiar with or comfortable in rather than.
Nice. You guys have a good time?
Back to work. And that one upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Curveball drops in there. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
That's the franchise we're here, the Cincinnati Reds, right?
I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Strike 2. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah.
I thought you were the Reds in that franchise. I thought you were the Reds and you had all those creative players.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's down and in. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramirez hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
Batting 5th, left fielder Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. 3rd home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Oh, you have another one? Nice. Yeah, I didn't know you had more than one.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And he hits a ground ball right side. And Bichette is retired.
Batting 7th, second baseman Ernie Clements.
Marlins, oh, that's interesting.
Here is Ernie Clements.
I like their color scheme.
And that one missing low. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 2nd.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good start to the season. I'm starting off. If you can win, like, I don't know, I feel like a 75% is pretty good. So 5-1 is better than 75%.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back in Boston, here's a big power threat. David Ortiz. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties.
What happened?
Foul ball there.
Accidents happen. Don't worry about it. But what happened?
Nowadays,
I'm curious.
And it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Just missed. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's a little bit low.
2-2.
Yeah, I mean, plate discipline's tough. You want to hit the ball, right? I mean, no, people don't like working walks. It's not fun. But like, boom, walk. That's as good as a base hit. Obviously, a home run's better and a double's better, but getting on base, working the pitcher's pitch count, there you go.
Someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Ortiz aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ozzie Smith up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Whoops. What are you gonna do? They just gotta. Discipline is hard. Just trying to track the ball. That's why hitting 300 is an achievement. You're failing 70% of the time, but you still can make the Hall of Fame. I'm considering bunting here with Ozzie Smith because he's not a great hitter on these elite levels. He's got great contact against the righty. He can get singles. I don't know if I want to give them an out this early in the game. It's only the second inning. So I think I'm going to let him hit, but I'm afraid he's going to hit into a double play.
Now the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Save!
Hey, that's right. His speed pays off. I'm glad I didn't run.
Great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Golden opportunity right here. Breaking ball through there for a strike. All loaded up here in the second game of the series. Lifted in the air, out to left. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Poppy wasn't so slow. Yeah, I like on base in front of my best hitters.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early,
Oh, that was annoying. That could have been a sac fly, but with Poppy on third with 21 speed, it's just could have been out.
Right through there for a strike. This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2-2.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout.
Honus Wagner leads off for me.
We're just keeping tabs on our rivals.
He's got nice, good speed to steal bases, good stealing, good contact, solid discipline.
Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big two-out hit.
Here's the second baseman, Honus Wagner. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. He deposits that one.
Oh, we got a salami there. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't see that coming.
Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
He might have a couple, but they didn't have that many come back.
Just too good of a hitter at the plate. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate,
The dreaded hanging slider from the pitcher.
to think about the chance to win a grand slam, and that can be a trap sometimes, but not. Right here, he sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And now Hank Aaron. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Well, it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
That
I
misses
mean,
the zone. And
I like
now
it.
2-0.
I'm a big baseball fan, so I like it. I think it's good.
He's hunting for his pitch.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And that is in for a strike. It's 2-2. And this is inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do it. You know, I like playing it. I play it a lot too, so yeah, it's fun.
Swing and a chopper
I
out to
don't
short.
disagree with that.
Fires over to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Boston picks up 4 on the grand slam. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the
the Blue
latest
Jays,
news from around the
catcher
league.
Alejandro Kirk.
What does that mean?
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ball one. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Next pitch is outside. Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one. Up the middle, Smith. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Now batting, number 15.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Green. He's 0 for 1.
Y'all new $6.99 meal of the day somewhere. Or maybe foot long for just $2.
Fastball is outside. Green working through some struggles lately.
All season by selecting 2.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
And you can win up to 1,000 times your entry.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting to hit for Toronto.
No.
There's a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Well over 200,000. That is a record for the one-day event. 205,000 plus and growing. And Jojo Romero coming out of the bullpen. Rolly Gonzalez to hit for Hamilton. That's one thing that's a lot of Joe. Rolly is the spotlight himself.
MLB 05? What, I don't know what game that is. What game is that? MVP Baseball 05 hit was Manny Ramirez on the cover. I
Easy, but he earned that walk after a long
Now batting,
One of the things about that too,
I think that was or was that 04? The last MVP Baseball had Manny Ramirez on the cover. I think that was 05.
will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vladdy batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Swing and a foul out of play.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right.
I don't think I know what that game. Who made that game? It wasn't EA Sports. Was it the same people that make the show? Was it San Diego Studios?
Green off of first with 2 away.
I don't remember that game.
In the air, right side. Aaron on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Ted Williams.
Number 9.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Pitch misses. 1-0. Ramirez getting to start in left, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
989 Sports, was that? I definitely don't remember that at all.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going over.
David Ortiz will hit next. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And there's a strike. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in, looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at first, one away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Now batting,
stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Mays. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Yeah, 2006, and then what? Pedroia was what, 09 or 08? And I know
that wasn't an easy pitch.
I know Mauer had 2 years in a row. You told me one of them. You told me once all of them, like all in a row.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ozzie Smith waiting to bat for the Red Sox.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fly ball down the line. Green on the move. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for the Red Sox, but they lead it 4-1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Delgado in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning.
Yeah, they did. They took him out. I thought about that last year. But you could still do. You could do Billy Wagner as the closer and Will Wagner from Toronto. You could do Dante Bichette and Bo Bichette. You could do Matt Holliday and Jackson Holliday.
Now it's the switching outfield.
I don't. Is there anyone else that I'm not thinking of? Kevin Biggio and Craig Biggio. You could do them. I mean, there's still a lot of them in there. Just not Griffey Sr. Not enough to make a whole team, though. That's the thing. I don't think.
Anthony Santander.
I was hoping that they would put Tim Wakefield on the game this year, since he passed away last year with cancer. I was hoping they'd put him on this year as like an honorary legend. But unfortunately, we did not get Tim Wakefield on the game this year.
He's going to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Yeah, I'm talking about ones that are in the game. I'm trying to think of any other father-son combos that are on the game. I'm not sure. The Biggios, Wagners, the Holidays.
Got him swinging. Blue Jays go down in order.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any more I didn't think of before.
And we're back, ready to go. Bottom 4. And now the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a thing, but I definitely haven't seen him as a ball player.
Have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Yeah, I don't remember any. I can't think of any other ones. So you wouldn't have enough luck fielding a team, even if they had the Griffies on there. You'd have to fill it with other people.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
You wait like 2,000 years into the future, there's Ken Griffey Jr. 75.
Line drive.
Well, I guess he wouldn't be Junior. He would be Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey 75. That's even funny to say.
And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. He's 0 for 1. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, back in trouble, Boo. It's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez went down on strikes his first time through. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Varitek leads off first with 1 away. In the dirt, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander sizes this one up, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Honus Wagner.
So the lineup flips over, and next for the Red Sox, Honus Wagner. He's already homered.
Wagner's had a good start to the season for me so far.
Swings through that one, 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And there's a ball.
This could be Gausman's last inning. They might replace him next inning. They could let him go to the 5th, I guess, but he's almost at 80 pitches.
And that one fouled off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin Gausman makes way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher coming on, the veteran, Chris Bassett.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
They just pitched Bassett yesterday. He pitched for a while. They're in a little bit of trouble here if they can't get out of this inning without giving up some runs.
Well, a couple good fastballs to get back into the count.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's some real power at the plate. Hank Aaron, 0 for 2 in this one. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Delgado settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Boston strands a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Bo Bichette. Young back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
So now 1-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Clement in the box for the 2nd time. 1 ball, no strikes. The Blue Jays trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
There are very few counts in today's game where you can just full-on expect a fastball. I mean, even 2-0. Perfect example right there.
And it skips in the dirt.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And he walked him.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro
One
Kirk.
down. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
What a gutsy play. I always found that it was difficult because of such a wide warning track here at Fenway Park. To get back there, sometimes you don't know where you are. But with reckless abandon, he goes up and challenges the monster and comes down with an incredible catch.
Varsho stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Clement off of first with 2 away. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Two outs. So 2 balls and no strikes.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Foul ball. And here it comes. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Blue Jays held in check, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Ted Williams. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one ripped. Santander moving back for it. Makes the catch gliding onto the warning track.
Now batting, number 24.
Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one ripped, but foul. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. And that one moves his feet. On the ground. Bichette tosses to first.
Yes, you're out.
And there are 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman David Ortiz.
2 outs, base is empty. David Ortiz getting ready to hit. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Fenway, and now the right fielder, Sean Green.
Fielder, number 15.
Just missed. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Smith. One away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Vladimir
Vladdy
Guerrero
Jr. stepping to the dish
Jr.
now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Delsigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Outside, 1-1.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Then being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2.
2 balls. 2
Base is
strikes.
empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That to right. Hank makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, number 19.
2 down, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Jose Bautista, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bautista, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a curve drops in for a strike.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That catches the corner.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the 6th.
Leading
And stepping in
off
for
for the
Boston,
Red
Willie
Sox.
Mays.
Center fielder.
With this kind of
Willie
lead, he can swing
Mays.
freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Went with the sweeper for the strike. This one popped up right side. Clement makes the grab, 1 down. And next for the Red
Now
Sox,
batting,
Ozzie Smith.
shortstop, Ozzie
This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Sanker catches the zone at the knees. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now Jason
batting,
Varitek.
number 33.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And that is out of play. Smith at first, one gone. On the ground to first, could be two. To second, there's one. Relay to Delgado in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Seventh inning coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1.
Just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know. Just some things we show. Oh.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball two.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. 3-1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, it might be time to
Now
dig into that
left
bullpen.
fielder,
He's looking a little
Anthony
fatigued to me.
Santander.
And now Anthony Santander. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Cut on and lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. So up next,
Now batting,
Bo Bichette.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet.
What about him?
Accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Nope. I'm playing my Red Sox game right here, and I'm watching the Red Sox. He's tied it down 1-4 in the ninth. That's a good comeback.
And a big swing and a miss.
No ball.
The Jays trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7.
Yeah, it's always good when you can. It's always good when your team can fight back. It makes it fun. That's what baseball's all about. There's no time. There's no time on the clock. There's no clock, except for the pitch clock. But besides that, for 100 billion years, there was no clock at all. And yeah, I mean, that's what baseball's all about. Is you get 27 outs on offense, and you gotta see what you can do with it. And then on defense, same thing. Your pitching staff's got to find a way to get 27 outs and allow less runs than the opponent.
Nice job behind the plate there.
I love a good comeback. Hoping my Red Sox can make one right now. They're down 4-2 in the 9th.
Out towards right center field. Mays in pursuit. And he makes the catch.
You think he looks like him? Maybe a little bit. I could see that. Belligerent. I knew who you meant.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Burr.
Dang, this dude thinks he's chill. His name is Burr. Ryan Burr.
Give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Andres Jimenez digs in now.
Third baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Are you watching the Yankees game somewhere? Or are you getting like updates on Google or something?
And first off,
They asked me the other day, they said, do you want to allow Google notifications? And I was like, what? They never asked me this before. And I clicked yes. And then they started sending me a million notifications for like a million different sports games. I was like, oh my God, I got to turn that shit up.
And that's
You're watching it live? Where do you watch it live? Nice. Where do you watch them live at? Or you don't have SNY, do you? Can you buy SNY out of state? SNY doesn't even carry the Yankees; they carry the Mets.
Still 1-2.
I'm so you just confused the heck out of me. The Yankees are on Yes Network.
The outing in the third is the front of second attack.
Got him looking.
So the Yankees are on Yes Network. I'm so confused. The Yankees are on Yes Network and the Mets are on SNY. I have both of those local channels. Illegal website. Bro, you're gonna go to jail. Straight to jail.
Always a big key for him. Now it's the second baseman, Honus Wagner. We can't forget what he did back in the second. Singy, that was a big swing in this one.
Yeah, grand slam, Boog. Huge moment early on in this one that set him up pretty nicely.
I know, right? Just like I went to jail for downloading all of my money. Or my money. I said money because you just said that. Downloading all of my songs on LimeWire back in the day. Illegal downloads.
So stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. 0 for 3 in this one.
So what I do is I buy MLB.TV every year. I know, that's why I'm messing with you. Just like I got in trouble, like I said, for downloading all my music LimeWire, because you never got in trouble. That was all illegal, but you wouldn't get in trouble for that either. Yeah, I buy MLB.TV every year, and then yeah, I'm from the LimeWire generation, bro. You download Akon and T-Pain, and your computer gets 87 viruses, but you have a nice song. So, yeah, I buy it every year. It's $150 for the whole season, and I can watch any game except for Yankees, Mets, Pirates, and Guardians. If any of those 4 teams are in the game, I can't watch it. But besides those 4 teams, I can watch all the rest. But I already get Yankees and Mets on TV, so that's not a big deal with those 2 teams. Pirates and Cleveland is a little weird, though, so I don't really understand how they expect me to, like... How do you expect me to watch any of their games? If I can't watch them with MLB.TV, they're Cleveland, which is kind of close to Buffalo. It's 2.5 hours, though. Like, do you expect me to go to all the Cleveland games if I want to watch a game? Like, I don't understand. But the funny thing is, I can watch Toronto. I can watch any Toronto game, even though they're closer. They're technically the closest out of any of the teams. Where do you think I live? Yeah, it's far from New York, but it's in the state, so I still have the two state TV channels. So I still have. Oh, that was terrible. Why did they do that? Wow, that was a shit show. Bro, what was that? I don't know if you just noticed that, but I have to go look at this replay. This doesn't make any sense. Alright, so first I'm going to make my substitution so I don't forget. Oh no, Teddy's at DH today. I'm going to put in Connor Wong for him, I guess. Or you know what? No, I'm going to put Lowell in. 64 speed, 73 speed. No, I'm going to go with Wong.
Now the plate, 1 for 3.
Pitchers are just pitchers. So like pitchers don't hit, they just pitch. So like when you look at this, so this is the starting lineups for both teams. So it just says SP if they're the starter, or it says RP if they're a relief pitcher if they come in after the starting pitcher. And then sometimes it says CP for like the closing pitcher. But they wouldn't. I don't know if it would tell you that in real life. It might tell you that on the game. But look at this. So this is terrible baseball by both teams. So you have to see this. So Hank Aaron's on first. There is 2 outs. So okay, that makes it a little better. But Hank Aaron's on first. Ted Williams is hitting. So. Base hit to the outfield, goes to the wall, fielder gets it. So he's got the ball now. Can I move the camera? I'll just move it forward a little bit. So he's got the ball now, throwing it. And Hank Aaron is, oh my gosh, this camera's ridiculous. He's not even halfway to third. So he might not even get to third. So he gets there pretty safely. The computer... Instead of just holding the ball, I'm actually rounding the bases. Like, I'm not going towards this. I'm rounding the base with Hank Aaron going home. I am dead meat at home if he just throws it home. Like, dead meat. Just throw it home. I'm out by a mile. Instead, he catches the ball. Either he doesn't understand that I don't know how he doesn't know that I'm going there. But he pivots and throws it to second because he thinks he can get Ted Williams out. Yeah, for sure. Look, this is so dumb because I'm dead meat. No, this isn't EA. This is not an EA game. This is dead. He's dead meat at home. Just throw it home, and he pivots. Must not know that I'm going home or something. Throws it to second to try to get Ted Williams. Ted Williams is pretty easily safe. Tries to tag me, and that allows me to score on that. Like that was just terrible. I don't know what they thought they were doing. But yeah, MLB The Show was not an EA game.
That's in there. 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Ooh, that was a strike. That umpire definitely missed that. San Diego Studios runs MLB The Show. No, they don't. They're not. They don't have anything to do with EA Sports.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count's even at 2.
EA Sports lost the baseball exclusivity license, or maybe not even exclusivity. Maybe they didn't have that. Maybe they just didn't have the.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Maybe they just didn't have a license for it at all. Oh, are there ties in baseball? No, sorry. I thought you meant are there ties with EA Sports San Diego Studios. EA Sports, the last EA Sports video game was MVP Baseball in 2005. That was a great game. Missed that game.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Red
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
30.
Andrew Miller.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now here is Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher Alejandro Kirk. A defensive change for the Red Sox. Now playing in left field, number 52, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Willie Mays makes the play. And there's one down.
Now batting,
Every day during
fielder,
batting
Dalton
practice, these
Varsho.
outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Varsho up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. The Blue Jays down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Close, but called a ball, and it's 2-0. Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
No, that's a ball.
Yeah, you'd have to do all that stuff illegally, just like you're doing. It'd be the exact same you're doing now, unless you buy the packages and stuff.
Right side. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 15,
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Green next up for the Blue Jays. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Yeah, you usually those are only state channels, SNY and the S Network. I believe those are state channels.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding this arm. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Good eye in that spot.
Yeah, same thing.
Stays alive. Next offering way off the plate.
Yeah, I believe. I mean, maybe you can get some of that. You probably can do some of that stuff with apps and stuff, but you probably have to buy some of it.
That one missing inside. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for the Blue Jays. Foul ball, and
I mean, with the way a lot of stuff is going, so much stuff is going to streaming. I mean, we had the NFL on Netflix this year. Starting pitchers only pitch once every 5 days, or every 5 games, I should say, not 5 days. So starting pitchers are like a bulk pitcher that they throw like between 80 and 100 pitches a lot. So then they need a couple days off for their arm to feel better, for it not to be sore and whatnot. So relief pitchers usually throw between like, I don't know, 15 to 30 pitches kind of thing. So they're used a lot more, like either back-to-back days and then off a day, or day on, day off, then 2 days, then a day off, kind of stuff like that.
He's going to steal second. You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction.
And usually when a pitcher gets more fatigued, they don't have as much control of the baseball, so they miss their locations, which allow hitters to hit home runs and whatnot.
That one lifted to left. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Makes the grab, and that is that. One left for Toronto. They're down here 5-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brennan Bernardino
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Ooh, that's a pressure situation.
Jacked up right here.
And stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz.
Never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers, no public enemy. I'm the white Mary Dad, Chuck D in my community. I burn oil on the skillet. My favorite brand, Rio.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity.
I don't know. I mean, I think the kind of thing that happens sometimes umpires can have like batters can piss off umpires. Like they can be like, "That was a strike, you blind," and then the umpire remembers that for the next at bat and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not blind. This one's a strike too." Or they could be like, you might maybe small talk an umpire and, "Hey, how you doing today?" And you know the guy's name. "Hey, you been fishing lately? I know you like to fish." Yeah. Maybe they get better calls. Like, but nothing crazy. Like they're not screwing the games or anything. They're not intentionally making people win and lose.
Smoked on the ground a second. Clement over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Did you say the game was tied?
Here's the center fielder, Willie Mays. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Ripped to short. Throws to first.
He's out.
Mays retired at first.
Now batting, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Ozzie Smith. Looks like the pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Nico Horner looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Nice curveball for a strike.
0-1.
And it's even up.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Missed inside with the curve. Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side, Clement.
Yeah, the Phillies are a team that could win the World Series this year. They're a good team. They were good last year too.
Ninth inning coming up. It's the Red Sox.
Those are two heavyweights going at it in the National League.
So remaining in the game defensively, Nico Horner taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. New pitcher on now, Raleigh Fingers. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And now for the Jose Bautista.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First pitch misses. Raleigh, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And that drops in for a strike.
Quick at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing.
Oh, dang, they're in a little bit of a slump here.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Man at first. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Carlos Delgado. That's off the mark. Ball one. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're
Red Sox were down 4-2 in the ninth and came back to tie it. And now it's 4-4, and they have a chance to win it right now, but there's 2 outs. But they got the bases loaded.
1-1 now. Upstairs. Nobody out.
Dominguez is he's a good young prospect though. Like I don't know if he's struggling this year so far. I don't know what his stats look like, but he's a young player that, like, you know, he's a guy that's got to get time. Like a couple of years from now, you want to see what he looks like. It's not about what he looks like right now. Yeah, see, a lot of young players do that too. They're not as disciplined. They don't try to work the strike zone. So sometimes they get a little antsy.
Extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
My brother traded him there. He traded him to the Cardinals in a deal where he got Bob Gibson, I think.
And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Bautista stands.
Those are the guys you like, huh? Yeah, that's cool. It's good to have favorite players.
Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker as a hitter. You've got to look up in his.
You need to get a Yankee jersey. You get that 99 jersey. Every time I see Paul Goldschmidt, I think of Austin Powers. I call him Paul I Love Goldschmidt.
Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you,
You're probably too young for Austin Powers. I just thought of that. Are you too young for Austin Powers? Have you seen those movies? Nah, man. You don't like jerseys? You don't wear jerseys? I love me a good sports jersey. When will you ever go to a game? I don't know. You don't even gotta wear it at a game. Bro, you never seen Austin Powers? You need to watch Austin Powers. At some point, you should watch those movies. They're hilarious. With Dr. Evil, bro.
This could end it. The shortstop takes the ball.
Nah, man, I'll wear a jersey every day if I want to. I don't wear them a ton. Like right now, I'm wearing my Red Sox t-shirt. But I love my sports jerseys.
Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. And that'll do it.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Grisham's a good defensive player. He won a couple Gold Glove awards for like the best outfielder at his position. I think twice he won it. So are you trying to tell me you don't got a Garrett Wilson jersey? Dang, I feel like you should have that black Garrett Wilson jersey. If I was a Jets fan, I would definitely have one of those black jerseys. I would have one of those black ones. Maybe the old school green one. I don't know. Nice. Yeah, I need a new Red Sox shirt. This Red Sox shirt I'm wearing. I have a red Mookie Betts one from when he was on the Red Sox. I still have me some Mookie Betts. Well, so you do have a jersey. That's a cool one though to have. Someday, yeah. Someday he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. So that's a cool jersey. I'm wearing a Red Sox shirt right now, bro. From like when I was in middle school. It's getting all like worn out and shit. Had this shirt for a mad long time. Yeah, it's getting old. I need to only wear it to bed now or something. I don't know. But I'm wearing it now anyways. Both teams are 4-4. Yeah, they try to end the extra innings games quicker. So it's a rule they came out with, like, I don't know if it was during COVID or the year after. It might have been during COVID, and then they kept it around because they didn't want like a lot of times, sometimes in baseball there would be like games where a team comes back to tie it up in the ninth, and then nobody scores for like 6 more innings, and it would go like 16, 17 innings. No, they don't move them up to third. They just keep them at second. But second's an interesting position because you can score on a hit from to the outfield, or like if the team wants, they could bunt the guy over to third base with no outs, and then get like a deep fly ball that would score them. But yeah, they used to have no in the playoffs. They won't do that though. They don't do the run around second base in the playoffs because they want it to be like it's a real game. But in the regular season, when it's a 162 game season, they want to try to get the overtime game over sooner. All right, man, I'm going to end the stream now. I think my brother's going to play his game. So I'll talk to you later, Caden. Died from getting hit. In the early 1900s, a pitcher actually got struck by lightning and then came back and played the rest of the game. People were built differently back then. There wasn't someone called me a bad name online, so now I need to go sit in a safe space. Now it was, I got struck by lightning. Let me get back in the game later. Yeah, or it's a crazy story. Next time I run across it, I run into it randomly. Like, people were tanks back then. They were built different. Yeah, I know, right? The baseball gods were like, "We're not letting you die." But yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything in mind when someone got hit by a pitch. Thank goodness for the helmets. That usually prevents that. But yeah, if I run across that article, I'll send that to you at some point. I can probably Google it and find it, but I'll definitely share that with you at some point. I'll probably play another game after my brother. I don't have a lot going on today, so after he plays his Tuesday game, I have a game on Wednesday I can play. So I'll probably play my Wednesday game.
When Herrera left with an injury, and the injury early in the game, and he's been troubled. It's a pair of doubles. It's 2-run double in the 8th inning. Cardinals probably felt like that was a game win. That's 3 of the 4 RBIs came into this game.
We'll talk to you later, Caden.
That 4th inning.